together a world medal onto his resume.
And we're gonna find out soon enough. As you mentioned, Real Woods really began his senior level campaign this year. Had not wrestled a lot of freestyle. Look at those Puma shoes. I've never seen those. And we are now underway here. 65 kilograms, black and blue. That's Real Woods. And in the red and silver, that's Joey McKenna.
Lots of fakes early from both guys, but neither guy reacted. Watch the fakes. They just stay down in their stance. They're waiting to absorb the attack. Look and snap, go behind. Both of these guys, lightning quick, solid athletes, good physical prowess.
Left side shot there by Joey McKenna. And a chest wrap attempt there. McKenna's holding strong there. How did McKenna not go? Great defense by Joey McKenna as Real transitions to that head pinch. Now this pivot go behind. He's given some wrestlers some problems. He scored from this position at the World Team Trials. McKenna should be ready for it, and it appears he was.
And Real's going full send. Those are one of those exchanges where you look at it and say, man, that zapped energy from both guys. We'll see who's willing to take the first risk next.
And if you're Joey McKenna, you feel that kind of chest wrap threat or the head pinch, does that change how you attack in the 100%.
Future? That scares you a little bit. You know, like, hey, man, if I miss, this guy's not only going to try to head pinch me, but he can also step around. Knee behind the elbow. He's got a lot of tricks from that front headlock position. So I think it's going to make Joey a little more hesitant moving forward.
2-on-1 there for Joey McKenna as they're ear to ear. No one gone on the shot clock yet, but the official indicating towards Joey McKenna with Real Woods holding center right now.
And look at the height of both of these guys' stance. Just very disciplined. Extremely low, knees bent, butts down.
Joey McKenna going on the shot clock. He'll have 30 to score. Both great positional wrestlers. Something we'd seen from Real in his earlier matches. Looking for that leg attack takedown right away. Definitely been a little more of a reserved offensive approach here from Real Woods in the early going. And a more calculated chest smash. You gotta feel like that favors Joey McKenna given all his experience, even though he just gave up the first point of the match.
And not a lot of action early, but these guys are just downloading data, right? These guys are like, okay, what's he gonna do? What are his tendencies? What's he good at? What approach or strategy does he have for this match? And so they'll spend the first 3 minutes just trying to figure out the style of wrestling of their opponent, and they'll spend the next 3 dissecting it and trying to execute.
These two have never wrestled each other in their careers. Both Stanford graduates before they transferred to Big Ten teams. McKenna transferred to Ohio State. Real Woods transferred to Iowa, where they both were NCAA finalists. Coming up on the final 22 seconds here. McKenna once again looking for that left side shot, not there. Seconds to go. Another shot from Joey McKenna, down blocked by Real Woods. Front headlock there. And 2 seconds to go, and that's gonna do it. Very calculated approach from both wrestlers. It's 1-0 Real Woods at the break, but you gotta assume without any other points going up, Real's gonna go on the shot clock soon.
Yeah, absolutely, especially looking at the way that period finished. Joey was the aggressor. A few shots, taking risk, controlling the center. Real having to chase a little bit. And so really, Joey, if I'm his coach and I'm in his corner, I'm telling him, hey, come out in the second period, guns blazing. Take a quality shot, push him around, maybe half shot, get to a hamstring, try to drive him to the edge, put him in the danger zone. Put yourself in position to have Woods put on the clock, and then you can take that one-to-one criteria lead.
A pair of Olympic champions in each of their corner. David Taylor for McKenna, Kevin Jackson for Real Woods, as we are now underway in this second period. Fakes from Woods, but as you mentioned, not reacting is Joey McKenna. Shot, re-attack, Real Woods. In decent position here. Head by the knee. What's he need to do to finish? What's Joey got to do to defend?
Well, if you're Woods, you got to keep that left hip down. You have to keep the left hip down. And then he gets exposed there. Joey McKenna, this is where we talked about the savviness of just being a bit more experienced. He's still got the crotch lift here.
He could go again, and it's going to be 2 for Joey McKenna. We've got some action right away. McKenna going to be looking for more here.
And notice how Woods has the left foot of Joey McKenna strapped across his chest. You know, great attack, great attempt by Woods. He's just got to do a better job of finishing, knowing that when he gets to those positions, particularly crackdown and freestyle wrestling, that can be a dicey position. Higher percentage shots lead to higher percentage finishes.
I can see Real trying to bring forward Joey's right leg. That's his go-to attack. And there's Joey's go-to attack, that left-handed single leg. He's in great position here to get that takedown. Now a standing single leg for Joey McKenna. Bouncing in the zone now is Real Woods. Now for McKenna here, do you just take the 1 or do you work for that 2? And he, a little bit of both, gets the 1 on the step out, no takedown there. But adding to his lead, 3-1.
Wise. You know, you have to go for it when you get to the edge. You get him to the edge, maybe 1 single bounce out, and then you try to go for the foot sweep. If he doesn't fall, fine. You get your 1 point, you take those every time. Getting the foot up off of the mat on your single leg finishes is the most important part of this game. You stay down, you get exposed like Woods did. You come up like McKenna did, you get out of bounds for the push out.
1:25 to go here. Pawing at the head is Real Woods, trying to take ground. Right hand on the inside for Real Woods. He's trying to drive McKenna towards his own. McKenna holding great position here.
And Woods is still in the driver's seat here. You know, a single takedown puts him in the lead by criteria. All he needs to do is find a way to get back to the legs. He's got to continue to pressure forward, use the fakes. Try to stay low and disciplined, but look at the single leg and how Joey circles behind so quickly. He's going to try to take that right foot, eyes up, and shelf the leg onto his outside foot.
McKenna in solid position here. He's got him in the splits. This is the position he was able to lift and get to that standing single last time.
Look at the shin wizard here.
Woods fighting hard with that shin wizard, and they'll stalemate. They'll give you a little bit of time to work there, but there's not progress. They'll bring him back up as they try to untangle. 23 seconds to go. Real Woods gonna have 1 last opportunity. A 2-pointer would put Real Woods in the lead.
So a lot of expended energy there from Joey McKenna to not be rewarded on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. Woods has 23 seconds. He's gonna have to start to flurry right away. What McKenna's done though, wisely, is he's still getting to his attacks. Not only does it make him look good in the eyes of the referee, but he also can take a lot of time to drain from the clock once he gets locked into a single leg. You shelf it up, put it on your leg. Even if you don't finish and score points, you're taking tons of time away.
Looks like a cut under the right eye of Joey McKenna. They're 10-2. For Real Woods, what's the attack? What's the move? Do you come out super physical, try to open them up? Do you try to force a bad shot?
Yeah, you got to sprint right away. You have to go right away, and the more opportunities you create for yourself, the better. The problem is here, though, if you come out with a flurry and you get out of position, Joey's going to likely sting you, strike you, and get to your leg and hang on for the remaining 20 seconds. I'd like to see a quality setup in the first 5, try to get him moving, and then try to get to an attempt.
Back to action, 20 seconds to go. Real Woods needs 2 points. McKenna trying to hang on. Gets to that head pinches. He got it. I think.
That 4-2?
For blue, the call for blue confirmed. Will we see a break yet? Yes, we will. And they're going to look at this. We're going to have the review. And this is one of those positions. Real Woods is incredibly dangerous. He scored on a lot of people with this exact head pinch. The question is, not if he scored, is this 4 or is this 2? And I think the call's probably going to stand here. What do you say?
I'm going 2 here. Watch, notice. McKenna's knee hits here, and then there's just a split second. Now, it's hard to say because we're watching in slow-mo, but there's a split second where McKenna's knee hits, and once his knee hits, he's still not yet exposed.
And this is the angle that the officials are looking at right now. So they're seeing the same thing you are.
But if we're giving continuation, it may likely be 4. This is one of those tough positions. Man, he slings that hand under the chin, tight grip, and runs it. Watch how he takes his right foot and digs it. Looks like he's about to get pushed out. He takes his right foot, digs it.
Lead wrestler comes to his knee in a parterre position prior to the turn. 2 points blue is confirmed. The challenge is 1.
Challenge 1 is going to be 2 points blue, I believe is what they said. So, but either way, Real Woods should be in the lead 3-3 by criteria with 14 seconds to go. So McKenna now is going to need to score.
And McKenna used this same sequence to beat Aiden Valencia in the semifinals of the U.S. Open. Head pinch. Look, he's looking for a head pinch of his own. Notice he'll...
Last point scored.
And we are underway, 14 seconds. McKenna is sprinting. He needs 1 point any way he can get it. Upper body ties, 8 seconds to go. Stepping in. Double underhooks for Real Woods. Trying to throw, and that's going to do it for this one. 4 at the end, and Real Woods is going to take match number 1.
Paddle on the slip.
What an insane finish. We just saw here 65 kilograms. McKenna leading 3-1 with 23 seconds to go. Head pinch for Real Woods, and he takes match number 1.
The kid can wrestle. Did a phenomenal job holding position. Usually this is one of the kryptonites of young athletes is their lead management. You know, 14 seconds against a guy who's as savvy as Joey McKenna is usually plenty of time when you're wrestling someone that's relatively green to the sport like Real Woods. But man, what a dog. He's got a pit bull tattooed on his thigh. This dude's got the heart of a dog. It's never out of the match, no matter what. Great wrestler.
Yeah, it really was great. And this is the final sequence there. And we have some incredible matchups tonight, but don't forget, Final X is also the Beat the Streets New York annual benefit. And of course, Beat the Streets is doing some